My name is Bryan Ethier, and I'm the chairman of the board at FOCI, Minnesota Center for Glass Arts. We currently rent time to over 120 glass artists throughout the Midwest.
My name is Petz. I'm one of the 4 co-founders and owners of Fulton Brewing. Home brewing was only legalized in 1978 by President Carter. And at that point, it was just kind of a number of things coming together. People being fed up with the commercially available beer and then starting to be able to make it on their own at home. And all of a sudden saying like, hey, let's buy some old dairy equipment. We'll fabricate some rudimentary brewing vessels and see what we can do with it.
Hand-blown glass is being made very similar to the way it was being made 2,000 years ago. Very little has changed since the invention of the blowpipe. We're still using a lot of the same tools that the Venetians were using back in the 1300s.
Craft brewers, by and large, are very small companies with very manual equipment, and a lot of things are done by hand. It's something that takes a lot of skill and a lot of attention to detail to create craft beer. So that process piece of it is definitely one element of the craft. I think also the ingredients. Craft brewers are extremely selective and picky about the ingredients we'll put into our beers, the malt, the hops, the water, the yeast.
We had a little contest with the glass blowers at FOCI. They were challenged to make a replica of their favorite vintage drinking vessel. So we have an assortment of all different types of glassware representing different periods in time of drinking vessels, and we do have a lot of stemware. We have some really old ware. I wanted to find some mugs with handles. Also, we have some drinking horns, which for some reason people at FOCI are big into making right now.
You can always enjoy a beer out of the bottle or out of the can, but it's always going to be better if you have it out of a glass, because you're able to enjoy the color of the beer, the clarity, you can see the foam. Aromas come out much better in the right type of, just in any glass really, compared to straight from the package. And then when you get into different types of glass, there are definitely certain specific types of glass that are very well suited for specific types of beer. So you'll see a Pilsner being served in a long, slender, tall glass, whereas you might see a Belgian style in more of a chalice or a goblet. And there are functional attributes to the glass that a lot of people don't necessarily identify right away, but that actually contribute to the enjoyment of the beer.